Welcome back to the Oggcast. I'm going to be honest, this is our second time recording. We recorded a full 1 hour episode, but once we listened back, I got my mom to listen to it and she said there is no way she's putting that out. We're definitely getting cancelled. So here we are with a retake. Podcast. This is what it's about. We are Jonny Sammut, Nick Thompson, and Jamie Riddle. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we have started a podcast. This is the truest definition of just start, an extremely impulsive decision. But if you want something in life, the best thing is to just start, and that is what we're here to do today. We are starting a so-called triathlon podcast. However, it is going to be more about the boys' chat, the Friday night beers, live for you to listen to. Um, and that's essentially what's up. Nick, Johnny, how you guys doing, man?
Well, given that we were second time recording, we're actually a bit drunk because we've had how many beers have we had at this stage?
Too many. No such thing. Oh, well, yeah. Pretty tired now, really. It's weird because we recorded, then we watched our recording, and now we're recording again. Like, I'm trying to get my head around what's real. Are we watching you again, or are we? Yeah, but nah, happy and look. May that recording never ever make the light of day.
Yeah, honestly, we are the laziest gentlemen you'll find around. So the fact that we have been doing this for 6 hours now tells you that that recording cannot see the light of day. We started this morning, for bearing in mind it's now what 11 o'clock in South African time. I started at 8 a.m. drinking with you boys and trying to get this stuff on the road. And we have absolutely failed, but that's exactly what Ogging is, and that's a great segment into what is Ogging. I am the newbie in the squad. These two are the founders, the originals, and I want to know, guys, what is Ogging? What is everything about Ogging? How was it founded? What is the intention behind it? And yeah, tell me, boys, what is it?
So I guess I can sort of go into that a bit. So back in 2020, obviously COVID times, we sort of all felt like we were lacking a bit of connection, and we sort of formed a group chat and we called it the Ogging Squad. And essentially, it's just jogging without the J. So like Nick and I were both like sort of founding members, I guess you could say, but like really we're just like a group of mates that love to exercise, but also like, like to take the mickey out of each other and, you know, just enjoy the sport and enjoy life. And I think that sort of resonated with a lot of people. And we started that social media, obviously, like Ogging Squad. And I think it's gained a bit of traction as of recent. And I think like we're sort of just here now just to spread the word a bit. Some positive energy, bring it back. Like I think a lot of triathletes these days are taking it too seriously, and at the end of the day, we're all gonna end up under the ground. So you may as well just have a bit of fun with it. So I think that's what's refreshing about Ogging, and yeah, I'm keen to sort of push that through this podcast and with you, Jamie, and it should be fun.
Yeah, exactly, man. I saw the viral videos before I met you guys. And it was cool to put a face to like the actual movement. But I think like it's good to tell people what Ogging is, but ultimately like it doesn't need no explanation. You guys live the brand out pretty thoroughly, and yeah, it's a great movement, man. Like I think both I speak for Nick and myself. Obviously, Johnny's a bit of an amputee now, but for Nick and myself, we would rather be fifth best triathlete in the world and have a bit of good times than be a monk and finish first. And that's essentially what Ogging's about. And I think a lot of people can relate to that relaxed lifestyle and just trying to do the sport because we enjoy it. And that's ultimately what Ogging is. And we thought making Oggcast would invite you guys into our banter, into our jokes, and into our world of triathlon and how we view it from the outside. And I think there's a lot of people that will enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks for getting
This is
involved.
where one of you talk.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Must just be like a little delay between us and you. But yeah, like that's it, right? Just relax. You can make it what you want, and yeah, at every point when something starts, it's a word is made up, so it's like got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
And
Nike, where'd that come from?
yeah, what is a Nike? You know,
Yeah.
not that we're saying we're Nike level, but
And also, Nike don't come at us for copyright or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that a law? Might be something.
somewhat mentioning
Yeah,
their
no,
name.
yeah.
I think we'll be okay. I think they got bigger and better
all I
things
can
to do.
say is, yeah, all I can say is the chance of us going cancelled for saying Nike is a lot less than what we spoke about on the previous podcast. So I think we should be I think we should be good. But let's throw it way back. We met last year. Actually, Johnny, you claim to have met me somewhere else, which I unfortunately don't remember.
Yeah, look, honestly, it cuts me pretty deep, the fact that you don't remember our first meeting. I found it quite memorable. You, on the other hand, did not even remember my name or who I am. So, when I remember meeting you, it was back in the junior days. I think you were probably 16, 17, and I think I was like 19. And we're in Hungary and we're racing the Tiszaváros World Cup. You were a pretty avid triathlete at that stage. You were pretty keen on yourself. You were talking it up a bit in the van on the way to the race, telling me you're going to be this big kingpin on the triathlon circuit. And I looked at you and I was like, mate, you ain't seen nothing yet, all right? I don't know about you, but you got a long way to go. And then you actually had a good race in Tiszaváros. I think you came second or something. And I was like, okay, maybe this guy's got something in him. He's got that little bit of a dog in him. So here you are. And then obviously we had our second coming meeting only last year. So, and then you guys got to know each other.
Yeah, sadly had to put up with it.
Yeah, Nick turned into my babysitter. I got given two names, Nick Thompson and Matt Burton, and I reached out to both of them because they were the king of Perth, and the one reply seemed pretty engaging, and that was Nick. So he now took the position of being my father for 2 weeks into Busselton 70.3.
Yeah.
How was it dealing with me, mate?
Well, did you ever hear back from Matt Burton at all? A little bit or nah?
I do not. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Matt Burton is a man of few words, but a great human being, and I think he's got a family and everything. He's got more to worry about than Jamie Riddle, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I was not gonna lie, I was pretty stoked because, as Johnny will say, I don't have many friends. So the fact that someone messaged me asking to be friends, of course, I was gonna drive the whole city. I was gonna drive you around. That's that's like a long-standing trauma. Like you do anything for your friends. You buy your friends. So yeah, so I did a bit for you. And I was your bike mechanic, your chauffeur, your running shoe expert, and yeah, it was good to see that.
Nutrition sponsor.
Yeah.
Shoe sponsor.
Not gonna lie, it was a little bit stressful the week of the race, having to sort you out, but it was a good time, and obviously you ended up having a great race. Me not so much, and sadly Johnny even less so. Yeah, so that was the day of.
Can we talk about us at the servo trying to shoot that reel? Like after the TT, and we're all just like looking at each other like, why are we so shit? Like, what's wrong? And then like you're like, bro, I need to like change my tires or something, or like I didn't have the right tire pressure, or like some bullshit. Nick was like, oh, like
you
my
wanted to buy a
headset was
bike,
loose
bro.
or some shit, and I wanted a whole fucking bike.
You bought a new Canyon.
I spent 10.5 grand.
You
on
bought a new
Canyon.
Yeah, and then you never got to ride it because you lost your leg.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I actually had to sell it.
Bro.
I got to pay those medical bills somehow.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
what
dude.
happened
Actually,
to that bike?
let's jump into that, man.
What's
Let's
that?
let's just jump into that for a second, bro. Let's jump into Busselton. Like, obviously one thing led to the next, and we all got to line up as a pro at Busselton 70.3. But our days ended pretty different, I would say. I ended second. Nick ended somewhere eighth, ninth,
No, I was well
and
far back.
Yeah, I
Johnny ended
didn't
up in
get to the.
hospital fighting for his life.
Yeah, yeah. We can go into a little bit of it. My day ended about 5k into the bike. I was riding along. I was overtaking a couple of my good mates from Perth as well. Kurt and Reese, and I was overtaking Reese, and I miscalculated, I guess, how fast I was going in comparison to where the roundabout was that was coming up, and as I was overtaking. Why is that funny?
Bruh.
Why? What the fuck?
Sorry.
I'm pouring my heart
Sorry.
out, and you're just like,
Wait.
this is why
Sorry.
guys have
Let me
mental health
explain
issues,
myself.
because you try and pour your heart out on the bloody podcast, and then you just get laughed at.
Let me explain myself, bro. It's our third time recording. It's our third time recording. I tried to down the drink because I'm so over the conversation.
Yeah, true.
The story's changed 3 times, I think, as well. But anyway, I crashed, right? I ended up in the hospital. I spent 3 months there. I've fucked my leg real bad, and I'm probably never going to be able to do triathlon again, but I've got hopes and dreams for my para sport return or comeback, something or other. So stay tuned.
Yes, baby. Yes, sir. We are going to get an Olympic medal one way or
LA.
another. Not from me, that's for sure. So, listen, all jokes aside, oh, lovely. Look at that. My father's brought me another beer because I'm onto my fourth now.
Run! Come bring
But
this beer!
yeah. No. Wait, I need a burp. No, so for real though, like I'm not here to make fun, and I'm not here to like, obviously it was a very traumatic thing. I was more laughing at the fact that I've heard this story. Like we've spoken a few times today, and I don't know. Listen, I really hope you recover. I really hope you recover well, man. And how's your love life after this?
Wait, let's cancel Jamie, I reckon.
Yeah, POV, you're Jamie's
Oh,
girlfriend
no.
saying, "Oh, like my dog died," and
Oh.
Jamie's just like,
Damn, boys, this is not good. I need to
"Nah,
save me.
nah."
Um, okay. Let's. How's your love life? Let's go into that, Johnny. Is there a kink for broken legs?
Well, why am I getting hammered with these questions? I think I think that there is a bit of a kink with having I guess like a serious injury. I've had a few messages on DMs on Instagram from a few interesting usernames. I'll call out one which has been hampering me recently, and that's CastLover69. I'm not gonna send you a photo of my whole body. It's not happening. I'm sorry. As
Rumor
for
has it that's
everything
Nick.
else,
No, there's no evidence to suggest that's my account. There is no evidence. But yeah, I think you should listen to Cast Lover 69 and send that photo through, mate. Please.
I might open like an OnlyFans and I'll just post photos of my leg there. What do you reckon?
Yes.
I back it, man. I honestly back it. and the money goes into Augging accounts, right?
No, I was just going to pocket that personally, but yeah, I guess we can share it. If you start posting some pics in there too, we'll probably earn a bit more.
I don't know about all that. I don't think Jesus is good with that. But yeah, so man,
No, come on. There's
okay,
nothing in the Bible about OnlyFans. I've never read the Bible, but I'm sure there's one
we're gonna draw the
nice.
line. We're gonna stop it right there.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, good. No,
Sorry.
it's good.
Waiting.
Listen, yeah, don't worry, brother. You're good. You're good. Dude, should we just jump into the Cairns race?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that topic.
Yeah.
Before we jump into the Cairns race, I have to mention this, bro. Jack from the Triathlon Hour podcast, bro. Much love to my guy Jack. He's invited me multiple times onto his podcast, but for some reason keeps shafting me last second. I was planning to do the podcast the day after the race, but clearly fourth was not good enough, and he invited Nick over me. Nick, you got invited. What was your reply to Nick? To Jack?
Jack, I know you're not listening to this. I know there's no one listening to this, but I said, I'm fucking hungover. And I've missed my flight. Like, no, I can't. So maybe that's a lesson learned. He should have
This
just stuck
guy.
with you, mate. He should have stuck with you.
Yeah.
You're obviously the more reliable option in this sport, I think.
Yeah, well, you know me, and I get excited when people invite me onto podcasts. I'm always up for that sort of stuff. But let's talk about that. You missed 2 flights. What happened there, bro?
Yeah.
After Cairns, you missed 2 flights.
Well, you were bloody gaslighting me into staying in Cairns for the first night, Monday night, and then
BS.
yeah, obviously
You came to me. No, you're gonna hold it right there, mister. You came to me after 2 drinks at the roll down, and you came and whispered in my ear, and you said to me, buddy, what do these beers taste like? And I thought you were going to say it tastes like concrete. And you said it tastes like a cancelled flight. And you cancelled your flight. And then you missed your 7 a.m. flight because you were too hungover. And you had to book another flight for $1,700, bro.
Yeah, it was a quick down to earth experience but yeah, lessons learned. We had a good night. So was it a $1,700 good night? It was good, but come on, you're not that good a company. The only thing I'd spend $1,700 on is probably a leg pick from Cast Lover 69. Yeah. But
man,
that was probably the only downfall of that post race experience. So Cairns was a fun place. What they say is true about the nightlife.
What do they say?
Oh, it's good.
What do they say?
It's just good. I don't know.
Let's rewind it a bit. Before we jump into the night celebrations, let's go through the week, man. Firstly, I want to talk about the pro panel. That shit is boring. That stuff needs to get some sort of UFC vibe. We need to start roasting each other. I remember sitting on the pro panel with Nick Thompson, falling asleep, and I said to him, bro, when they ask you a question, roast me, roast my mother, I don't care. Bring whatever you want into it. Let's get this thing going. What do we need to do to make the pro panels interesting?
Well, it's not that, like, obviously everyone there is a hard worker, but it just becomes the same answer, like, over and over again, right? Like, oh, my prep's been good, travel's been good, like, full credit to the ladies, full credit to the lads, like, but yeah, the interviewers have got to start throwing a little bit of bait out there, and I think maybe we get someone like Johnny on as the MC for Busselton Ironman December, and
Let's campaign Johnny in.
Campaign me in.
Get him in there.
Number one heckler.
Yeah, get him in there on Ironman. If you're watching this, get him in there, and yeah, there's gonna be fist throwing. I'm talking Riddle reaching over to Thompson and saying, "Can you say that about my girl one more time?" Yeah. So
No, we have to, dude. We have to. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, are we trying to take Ironman to the next level? Are we trying to take T100 to the next level? If so, there needs to be some eyes and see who's making noise and how we can create characters in the sport. And I feel that after me, Nick is the best, and his squad that the Augging guys on the comments is just golden, man. Like, I love it. Everyone loves it. We have to get it on. Nick, the race morning, bro. I send you a message at 3 a.m. Firstly, I get up at 2 a.m. I watch the whole T100 Vancouver. I'm a bit of a triathlon geek. The morning of our race, I watched the whole 4-hour T100. And then I sent Nick a message saying, bro, are you ready to race? Like, let's go. And his reply to me was, give me another day. I'm not ready.
Mate, like, who wants to race when you could sleep? Who wants to fucking exercise? But, you know, I've had, whenever you wake up for training, you feel pretty shocking. So I was like, oh, well, how bad can it be? And, we got to jump on the shuttle bus up to the race start, which was fun. All the pros not talking to each other was a great morning. Yeah, everyone just like, and we try and make like a joke, and it's just like dead silence. And so, yeah, but you helped me out. You gave me one of those. This is not a sponsored video. You gave me one of those nose strips and got the air flowing, got the blood pumping, and
you thought it was a gimmick, bro. And you thought it was a gimmick, and then I gave it to you, and you breathed for air for the first time in your life. But yeah, dude, let's fast forward into the race. I don't think people care that much, but what was our game plan, bro? Like, we did have a mini game plan, and it came to fruition. You joined me about 90K into the ride, and yeah, we exchanged a few words, and there wasn't much exchange of words because we knew exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to take turns and burn everyone else off, which didn't quite play out as we wanted it to, but for a good part of the race, it was pretty surreal exchanging turns, even though behind you there is zero draft.
Yeah, I mean, you experienced that, Johnny, in that time trial we did last year, right?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. And I was actually like half a meter off his wheel, and I was like, I feel like I'm still in a gal force headwind.
So now we know. We need to adjust that plan, and
if only you were shaped more like a construction worker.
Yeah, I was about to say you being called a construction worker by Pro Chinese, bro. In my opinion, you're pretty jacked.
Bro is built,
but
guys.
You're short.
Yeah.
But you're short.
See, there's not much I can do there. I could sacrifice.
Nick is standing up right now. I know you think Nick is standing up. He's not sitting right now.
The chair,
I'm crouching down.
It's a big chair, man. It's a big chair.
I'm on the floor right now. So weird.
But yeah, like, I guess maybe that was the downfall in the end, that we thought we'd be able to share the work, but you just had to do equally high power, and sadly, it just got to you, and you needed every little bit of help from the big man upstairs to get back to T2, didn't you?
Brother,
he was there for you.
I had some hard conversations. Yeah, I had some hard conversations. But can we just say Nick might be one of the best bikers in Ironman? This guy pushed 4.5 watts per kg for a full 4 hours and 10 minutes. And if you know anything about Nick, he's going to try to downplay it in the next few comments. But do the math, 4.5 times your weight. And this guy's an absolute machine. He broke off with Cameron Worth in Texas. man, I've cycled behind a lot of guys in my triathlon career, and Nick really put me to the sword. So, bro, incredible performance.
Yeah, well, we don't want to give away too much. Christian Blumenfeld, if you're listening,
That Thomas guy.
that Thomas guy. Well, apparently Christian loves triathlon, so maybe this is going to be his new favorite podcast. So
True.
maybe we can pull turns on the front in Nice. Hey, Christian. Maybe if you get my name right one day, buddy,
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
chat about it. But until then, but
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose
Dude, I
after
also got called out.
by Christian.
No, did you not hear I got called out by Pro Tri News?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, you were doing interval training on your Ironman bike leg.
Naughty boy.
Brother. I am a lover of all people. Jesus tells me to do this. However, it frustrates me when people tell me to talk on a situation where there is zero context given. I was doing a session in terms of, I wasn't doing VO2 max intervals. I was breaking up the boringness that an Ironman 180 kilometer cycle gives you, especially when you're off the front from the gun. So what I was doing is I had planned to do 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, 25, 25, 20, 20, 15, and go down the ladder like that, which would have been 3.5 hours. And then I would have kind of just had that cruise into town, hopefully cruise into town. And that was kind of my goal. And I was basically jumping from 305 watts to 295. Like the difference was very little. What do you guys think? Do you think that was smart to break up the tediousness of just being on the power, or was it me being arrogant?
I mean, anyone that's done an Ironman knows that the bike leg is so fucking boring. And imagine like being completely on your own from the gun. Compartmentalizing the race is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I spoke to you after the race. It was nothing to do with you being overly confident that you could just treat it as a training day. It is just so hard to focus for an 8-hour day, and yeah, I mean, not everyone's been
In
in that position, right? And not everyone's the best triathlete, even in their relationship. So not everyone can. Never mind.
Yeah. But
play on.
But yeah, I mean that was kind of the situation, and then obviously we saw what happened. Nick absolutely demolished me and came into town 12 minutes ahead, and then I would like to think that yeah, I mean you had one of your best races to date and crossed the line in second. It was quite incredible, and it made the burn of me finishing fourth a lot like easier to handle. To watch you go and do that was pretty cool. How was the day for you in terms of the run? And yeah, I mean, it must have been pretty tough, like having all that pressure on your back, no?
Yeah, like it was. I had the whole crowd behind me, and I thought maybe at one stage it was all right, but the Matthew Marquardt was coming like a steam train, and I suppose never having really been in that position, I didn't really fight maybe enough to hold it, and I settled for second. But that's hindsight, really. I think it's tough being 30k into a marathon and asking your body to give you something extra. So he was just we all been talking about it. He just had a really amazing comeback and still second, qualified for Nice. It's a pretty good outcome, and we'll try better next time, I suppose. We'll see. Oi.
Hold on.
Is that like
I actually shot
like
this
that
buck.
beef jerky? That's like that beef jerky stuff.
Oh, this is Impala, boy. This is traditional South African Impala. Um, Listen, Johnny, I want to know from you, dude, because obviously we're in the race, we're in the thick of it. How's it feeling watching your boy Nick go and absolutely crush it, and I guess me to some extent, like obviously, yeah. How is it for you, bruv?
Oh, that day for me was a big day. It was a day on the tools because I was just pounding out social media clips. I was screen recording anything they said remotely relating to Ogging Squad. Shout out Crowy for recognizing it. He doesn't know my name, but he mentioned something about me, which was real good. But yeah, it's I think I said it in all these other fucking podcasts that we've done, but I find it really nice and rewarding just to see you guys like push yourselves and like make the most of what you're able to do, like make the most of your talent and like enjoy it at the same time, because it's exactly like how I would have lived out my triathlon career. So yeah, seeing you guys up front all day was just like unreal. Yeah, I think that was the felt experience from all of Ogging Squad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the Ogging Squad hype lived up to his name. Nick Thompson crosses the line, doesn't eat a single thing, and gets straight onto the bezes.
Mate, free
Man
beer's good
essentially
beer,
went for
right?
a 2-day bender.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Yeah.
I'm still suffering. I haven't trained. I'm in a bit of a slump right now, bruh.
What?
Bruh. Oh no,
This is
Brother,
gonna
you
turn
telling
into
me?
like
yeah,
this is gonna turn into Alcoholics Anonymous.
yeah. Well, I mean, if anyone's got any beer recs for next episode, that we try, let us know. But yeah, we crossed the line, did the commitments, the interviews, whatever, and then straight on the free beers. Took a while to get you down, mate. No one really knew if you were
Yeah.
still alive. I was getting messages from your mum, your dad, everyone, like, guys, is Jamie alive? But we got you down there in the end, and yeah,
I'm
you made
I'm
up
a
for some
sulker,
lost time.
bruv. I'm a sulker. I take yeah, and this is where Johnny's Johnny's accident needs to give me more perspective, because sometimes I don't know, I'm too much into my head. But I got out there, we had a fun night. I got hit on by a guy, and I did not realize I was getting hit on. And he proceeded to send me an Instagram DM later on in the night, and I don't reply to many DMs, man. And for some reason, I replied to this guy, and yeah, turns out that he was actually hitting on me. And yeah, I don't read between the lines.
Mate, we have to. I know you can't right now, maybe because you're using your phone, but I think we have to, like, at one stage analyze what he sent to you, because you at the time thought nothing of it. Like, it's just a nice guy. He's local. He wants to have a drink. He's asking me when my flight is. He's asking me how long I'm in town. He's asking me to come over. He's sending me these eggplant emojis with water splashes. Like, he's just a good
Oh
guy. He
my
wants
days, here
to.
we go.
But
At what point did you think, oh, maybe he doesn't want to be my friend?
too late.
At no point, I thought we were all in the clear, in the good.
That's it.
And the next night, his friend is a girl who yeah, is a big fan of Nick and I, should I say. But she said to Nick, "Is Jamie keen for this guy?" And I said, "Whoa,
Well,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa."
it was strange
That is not the case.
because
Yeah,
I
now.
she said, like, oh, is Jamie interested in my friend? And I was just like thinking back, like, Jamie wasn't talking to any girls. What are you talking about?
Jamie
And
has a girlfriend.
exactly. He wasn't. Not only was he not. Well, at this point, I didn't realize her friend was a guy. So she said, "Oh, was Jamie interested in my friend?" And I was like, "Who are you talking about?" And then it clicked, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" Nah, but I went in. I went in to
Yeah,
defend you. Not that there's anything wrong. It was just we just wanted to get the facts straight, and you were just being
yeah.
nice.
Girl, guy, tree, dog, it doesn't matter. I am taken, boy. I am taken, and that's the moral of the story here. Does doing triathlon get you more or less girls? Cooper asked us the question. What do you boys think?
Well, they do for Cooper, but anyone else, not really. Cooper's a super good-looking guy. Shout out Cooper Brinkworth.
Perth, WA.
Yeah, he's
Perth,
annoyingly
WA.
good looking, bro.
He's incredibly good-looking, and he's like 6'4", which is just unfair,
Yeah.
really.
Swimmer. Nice,
actually
like,
stupid.
chiseled body.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I actually think it has the opposite effect. I don't know about you guys.
Well, we both have girlfriends that are well out of
Nick
our
has a
league, so
girlfriend.
that's a big
Nick's girlfriend's way out of his league. And I know he has a girlfriend because every second person that came up to him on the weekend, all he would say is, I've got a girlfriend, Sienna, get away from me. That's all he did the whole weekend. And like, so I know he has a girlfriend and I know she's out of his league. So I don't know, maybe triathlon has worked because my girlfriend's out of my league too.
Yeah, no, and I can't do triathlon, so I don't have a girl, so that's perfect. I guess that works out well.
Yeah.
You
You
got
don't
that
have a girl
kink, bro.
yet.
You got that kink. Everyone likes that.
Yeah, yeah. I
People
know.
like looking after you.
No one wants to marry the kink person.
Oh,
No.
you'll be surprised, my brother. You,
Look,
yeah.
I think maybe he's not giving himself enough credit. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Look
Yeah.
at this dude. He's an attractive guy.
Another topic I want to touch on, and this is maybe very circumstantial, like it depends on the circumstance. But what do we think about brands approaching us to sponsor us when we are 7 beers deep on the piss?
Yeah. It's it could be smart from them. Because what if you're so inebriated that good word for me there.
That was
Thanks, mate.
great.
What if
Wow.
what if they like slide a contract in front of you and you're like, fuck yeah,
I'm getting product, yeah.
guys, free product when I can't even afford race entry. Let's fucking go. Sign my soul away. But yeah, I mean, we're not business people. You're probably much better at it than I am.
I am.
But yeah, true. You are. But
That's why I'm here. I'm here to get Ogging to the next level.
I thought you were our friend, bro.
Yeah, I thought we were friends
What the hell,
first and
bro?
foremost, but
He's
I'm the only one wearing.
Wait.
Yeah.
Good hoodie, by the way. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that hoodie, mate? It's not bad.
Is it ogging.com/Johnny? What is it?
No, that's his OnlyFans page.
yeah.
Cast Lover 69. Yeah, nah. What about that?
Another thing I want to talk about is, dude, Nick, that's the closest we're ever gonna feel to being semi-famous. How did you feel about all like the kids coming up to us and asking us for photos and things like that? Like, pretty surreal, no?
Yeah, it was pretty cool because obviously we don't think.
But you're really short, so they maybe think that you're like the same age. That's why they maybe approach, no?
Yeah, they actually came up to me and they're like, "Hey mate, what time does Iron Kids start?" I was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, I had a few of those. Well, yeah, like we don't really think. We just do triathlons, you know, and you had like a couple really, really nice South African families come up to you with their kids and have some great chats, and obviously you had the meet and greet as well, which was probably something a little bit newer for you, maybe even a little bit nervous on your end, yeah, it was a cool little experience getting to stand in line for me to get your signature there. So it was a special day for both of us, I think.
Yeah, I had to rent a crowd, brother. No, it is it was really cool, man, and yeah. The plans for the future, boys. Nick and I are going to Nice. We are trying to plan a camp. Johnny, are you joining us, bro?
I need some sort of business class flight over. I need to be comfortable. So, Jamie, sort something out with your sponsors. but I'd love to be there. I think that'd be sick. Yeah, and good to be out supporting.
We could. What
Make something happen.
Yeah.
we could do like a. We just don't have any contacts in the airline industry.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Qatar.
Oh god.
Qatar.
You want to be careful. You wouldn't want to say anything
Surely
bad
we
about
sell more
Qatar.
hoodies, bro.
Yeah.
Sell more hoodies.
Sell more
Yeah.
hoodies.
That's Sammut fund.
Yeah, that's your job, I think.
Yeah. Maybe.
My reach is the current amount of people with hoodies.
Yeah, we were actually
Me and you.
discussing. I think we've sold to we've sold to all the people that will buy now, and that's where you come in, mate. That's why you're here.
No, to be fair, we did see a lot of people that were actually ogging hoodies, and like people that like Nick didn't even know, and they would come up and say, "Oh, hey, they bought one," which is pretty cool to see. I mean, and like everyone was pretty young, like, and I don't know, like they almost looked like they could be our mates or being like in the squad, and they're wearing the merch, which is the whole purpose, right? Like that is the make triathlon cool again. This is a brand for everyone. We're all gonna share a beer after the race type brand. Like that is.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be far-fetched removed. We want to invite everyone into the circle. That's kind of the goal, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like this is we're going on to our 7th hour of recording podcasts. What do you guys reckon? 40 minutes is it enough?
Do we have any other segments to discuss? Anything from your end, mate?
I don't know, dude. Like
He wants to ask.
We kind of took out.
Wants to ask.
We're not asking.
Now.
We're not asking what got us cancelled. I think we're gonna wrap it. That was pretty solid. I had fun, even though it was my 3rd time. It's a pretty good episode. I think for the viewer, the listener, it would be lovely if you guys could subscribe, share it. Essentially the whole goal behind this is, as we've already mentioned, is to jump on once a week to talk about like funny experiences that are happening in our life, things that we find funny, and also talk a little bit about triathlon, but try to stay away from that as much as possible. What do you guys think? Anything from your side?
No, I'm good. I'm quite happy with that one. Let's not do another 10 of them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If you guys are listening to this, that means this was successful.
Please don't cancel us.
Yeah. Should we actually make like a Patreon where you can like pay to enter, and you might get a recording of the original recording.
I think
Should we
that's
do that?
probably the only way I would release it, and
I would not be for that.
With an age limit.
Yeah, with an age limit for sure. What we talked about on there was just like it's not appropriate for all ages and all years.
It's funny. No, come, let's not put it. It is.
I'll say this.
I listened and laughed.
I've got an actual job. I've got to do like proper work. If my bloody colleagues see that video, I'm fucking out of there tomorrow. I'll be homeless by then because I have no source of income.
I'm sure your parents would have loved to have heard some of the other topics on the previous takes. I'm sure your mum and dad would have loved that. So,
shout out Ron and Melissa.
Yeah, Ron and Melissa, the goats. So yeah, I think we did pretty well there, and maybe we'll bring in some consistent segments. But I think as far as like a first episode goes, we did okay.
Frankfurt predictions. Loser has to down. Loser has to down. What should we say? 2 drinks, three bezzers in the next one.
Well, how about we can the worst predictions we can maybe we can put up like a story on Augging Squad and
decide.
Someone chooses like a bad punishment, not too bad, but something funny that we can maybe So I'll pull up a start list. We don't really know, do we?
I don't really know many people.
Okay.
Where do we find start list? Instagram.
ChatGPT. Frankfurt. Ironman. Start list. Should we start with women?
We've got it. Oh,
that's...
Yeah, I'll start with women.
Oh no, it's a men's only race.
Oh,
Is it?
Men's only. Yeah, men's only. It is. Because women's was in Hamburg a few weeks ago.
Facts. All right, I need to do some research.
Okay. Well, before we get cancelled, let's just say the women did exceptionally well in Hamburg. Now we move on to the men.
Absolutely.
We knew they raced in Hamburg because we saw the world record.
No, we did.
watched that shit. We watched
Hey, brother.
that. We watched that.
Those girls ran faster than I ever could, so respect.
Exactly. So,
all right, I got to start list up. Boys, who's going first? Who's brave enough to give it first?
So you reckon it's just on that first page? Are we doing a top 3 or top 5? Maybe we can
Let's do top 3
3
and the wild card.
Yeah, clever. Yeah, I think this is pretty.
I reckon Christian Blumenfeld for the win.
Did you know Ben Canute? Did you know Ben Canute's real name is Benjamin?
No.
Really?
And
Rudy von Berg is Rudolph.
Yes,
wow.
I knew that. Rudolph. He's Rudolph Jr. because Rudolph Sr. is his dad. But you're Jamie William. Are you Jamie William Riddle?
Wilson, brother.
Wilson, because you're on the like list of athletes who are already qualified for Nice. It's got Jamie Wilson Riddle. Did you know that?
That's me, brother.
Yeah, I assume so. All right, Johnny.
Yeah, I do know.
The top 3 guys are like they come top 3 every single race. So I think it's fair to say that 1, 2, 3 will be as it is on the start list. Christian Blumenfeld,
Okay.
Patrick Lang, Magnus Ditlev.
Okay.
You,
Nick?
I think it could be both Christian and Gustav, and also Ditlev, and my wild card, because I think my wild card would actually probably be Backegard, to be honest. Because he was only just off the podium in Texas, and he ran quite. He's a freaking good runner. So, what about you, Jamie?
Man, I don't know, to be honest. Like I know Jonas Schomburg. He's someone I've raced against a lot, but he just blows hot and cold quite a bit. But if he's on, dude, like I feel like it could surprise a lot of people. Also, his debut in Ironman South Africa was pretty darn impressive. As of debuts go, I think it might have been one of the best ever in history, to be honest, because I obviously was in that race and he beat me, so obviously it is the best. Nah. So I reckon look, I reckon I'm gonna go a bit wild here. I'm gonna go can't bet against Christian, unfortunately. Christian for first. I'm gonna go Jonas Schomburg. Oh no, I'm gonna go Jonas Schomburg for second. And I'm going to go Magnus Ditlev for third. I think it's going to be... And Patrick Lang in fourth. He's going to run up into fourth. I don't know. But honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Can we cut this bit?
Fair enough. And then...
It's all good, man.
If you were to put one guy that you think could come from nowhere, any names? Or is Schomburg your wild card?
I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Daniel Backegard is a nowhere type of guy. I like Daniel Backegard. I think we should send him an Augging squad hoodie. I think he matches the brand. So I'm gonna go Daniel Backegard. Or one of those Germans, brother. I don't even know half of those Germans, but throw one of them in. One of them can definitely do something. There's something in the German water.
Yeah.
There's old mate that raced Cairns.
Yeah. Henrik Gosch, who podiumed to Cairns. Oh no, I don't think he's going.
Oh, he's not going.
But yeah, Daniel. Let's go, Daniel.
Daniel, wild card. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, Daniel. Let's go.
Guys,
let's go.
We're gonna look like geniuses. If he wins, we're gonna look like bloody geniuses. So, let's go.
The issue nowadays is you can't really win Ironman races unless you run under 2:35, right? Like regardless of if you're a good swim biker.
Yeah. Especially in these levels. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might
anyway.
watch the end. We'll see.
Listen, in other news, what's up for training with you, Nick? Because I've done nothing since the race. What are your plans?
Yeah, I've tried to like think about getting moving again, but it's just not. It's just been
That's
a
far
tough
respond.
week. Yeah, I've thought about it. So I think I'm in a similar boat to you, just waiting to recover, right?
Yeah, no, mentally and physically. But I haven't even thought about it. I kind of just say 1 week. Don't call me, brother.
Yeah. I still don't feel great, so we'll see.
Yeah, but that might be because you went out last night. But anyways,
He did smash himself last night.
Yeah.
He sculled a beer.
yeah,
That'll be the last one for Nice though. So we'll see. We'll see.
very
Oh,
nice. Alrighty, boys. Thank you for spending 7 hours with me today. Thank you so much. I
Oh
really
my
do appreciate
god.
it.
I'm so tired.
Guys, 11
Craziness.
p.m. now. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. No, it was good.
I
How long
don't
in
want to
are
do
we?
triathlon ever again.
Yeah. 40 minutes?
50
Nice.
minutes. 50 minutes. We did it. 50.
Make a retirement announcement
50 minutes,
podcast.
brother.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
I'm
mate.
gonna send it off by downing this bad boy.
Scott. Oh, he takes it well.
He does take it well.
He takes it well down the throat. Oh god. We're gonna retake it now. I've said that.
With that, much love, boys. See ya.
See you, mate.
Ciao.